Hi friends. For those of you that I haven't had a chance to work one-on-one with, I wanted to create this video to show you how to spiff your MackinVIA to make it really easy for staff and students to find the titles they're looking for. Now this video might be just a little bit longer than my usual Mackin minutes, so bear with me please. So of course the first thing you want to do is log into your Mackin.com account, go to My Account and MackinVIA. This will bring you to your MackinVIA admin page. From here, if you serve more than one school, you'll want to find and make sure that you're logged on to the school that you are wanting to work on. If you're serving more than one school, you'll need to make these modifications for each MackinVIA. So when we log in, it's going to bring us to the settings page. On this page, you'll see your guest login password. Hopefully we've had a chance to do an integration so that your students are logging in with whatever authentication protocol, be it Clever, Google Authentication, Schoology, whatever they're using to log in to district resources. It's great to be able to have those backpacks already set up for them through your IT group. Please email me at sarah.mitchell@mackin.com if I need to connect our integration specialist with your IT personnel. From this page, you can get the VIA widget, get the HTML to include a MackinVIA widget on any of your district web pages. Anytime you make any changes here, make sure that you click the Save Changes. In your display options, I prefer the start to be your home page. Of course, you can have any of the pages be where kids start, ebooks, databases, but I like the home page because it's so modifiable. You can also change the color of your site. You can look to see if you can have it match whatever colors your district has for their colors. There wasn't a color in my district that matched what we use, so I would just change it up every now and again and see who noticed. It was kind of fun. We can also have a welcome here. I like to have welcome whatever our school mascot is. Your VIA display results for users, put it all the way up to 50 since you have so many different resources. You can choose between a list view and a tile view. I prefer the tile view because it gives users more cover art. And be sure to push your admin results all the way up to 60 and save your changes. In your search options, be sure to search at least interest and grade level. If your district is using Lexile or F&P, AR, reading counts, any of these other search filters, you can choose. And then also I would suggest activating the deep search for your databases and links and also ebooks. This will allow students to search for any keywords in the ebooks and databases and find results that match their needs. Of course, save your changes. In resource types, this is the display name that's given these various resources. These resources also have icons identified connected with them, and whatever you change this display name to will still have that same icon. Some people choose to have websites over links. It's whatever vernacular you're using at your building. For reader options, this is what the Merriam-Webster's dictionary will present. I highly recommend going up a level so that you have a more robust dictionary available. Push notifications are for holds and reserves that become available for students. So if they have district email, I would make sure that this is active and of course save your changes. You can also upload your logo. So whatever your logo might be, you can add that. Let's see, what am I going to use today? Here, we'll use the Blue Devils. And upload. Any images that you add to MackinVIA, you need to make sure that you do a save image as instead of just a copy. We need an active file to upload. Now I'm going to go back to settings and go to checkouts and requests. We're asking that you have a loan period of no more than 14 days, that you limit your resources to no more than 5 in the consortium, and allow just one renewal. This will allow, I think, a fair distribution of all the resources, and I think it will be a long enough loan period for students to finish whatever titles they check out. If students are struggling to finish their titles in 14 days, then I would maybe suggest one-on-one that you have them check out fewer resources. Or if it becomes a big issue, we can discuss moving that loan period up to 21 days. However, when we move it up to 21 days, that means that other students that have a title on hold are going to have to wait that much longer. If there are holds on a particular title, renewals will not be permitted. The hold period, I recommend moving it up to at least 48 hours, especially if students do not have email. If a student has a title on request and they're in the queue to get a book that's available, this will allow them to have at least 48 hours to act on any kind of email notification or a notification in their backpack. Make sure that these are enabled. And of course, make sure any changes that you make are saved. In categories, this allows you to genreify your ebooks, all of your digital resources. So it's going to default to these primary images. If you're in a middle school or high school, you'll probably want to move these up to secondary. And then you can also change any of these headings. We can just maybe have health and fitness. You can change these to whatever you'd like, and you can also change the image by uploading your own image or going to the image library. Of course, make sure to save your changes. If these are not enabled on yours, if it says disabled, remember that red means stop, green means go, and you'll want to enable your categories. Next is our home page. If Dogo News is blank, click the drop-down and select All, Elementary, or Secondary, depending upon your patrons. You can also add any category carousels to your home page. Or if you've created any groups, you can add a group carousel. What I like about this is, as I said before, your home page is very modifiable for your building's needs. When Hour of Code came along, I used to put a number of links into a group for Hour of Code, and then I would add that to my home page and move it up to the top of the page for easy access. Of course, anything that I add as far as featured categories, I can move these up to the top. When I want to feature something else, I can just uncheck. Anything I add usually comes to the bottom, and I can rearrange these in any way I want. Lastly, the integrations are where you'll want to go if your district is using Google Classroom. At this point, this is the Google Share button. If you want to share any resources, any ebooks, groups, assignments, or class sets to a classroom, if it's not being shared to your Google Classroom, then you're going to want to ask that teacher to make you a co-teacher. Enable this if this is something that you want to have active. You'll notice that after I've activated that, even my categories now have my Google Classroom Share button. When you select this, it will ask you if you want to make an announcement or create an assignment, and it will create that on whatever Google Classroom you've selected. On our MackinVIA admin, we can come in here, and this is where we go to modify our ebook collection. That video has already been sent out, but I'm going to be adding it to today's email. In here, I can also search for user backpacks. I can change permissions for different users. So if I want to make one of my classroom teachers a group admin, or maybe a para needs to be a full admin, you can give them those rights as well. Classroom is where we create groups or do assignments and class sets. We can also find reports here. So our subscriptions will be under reports. A number of our titles, we tried to keep it under 15% on our subscriptions for the consortium, but we also knew that if we didn't have some subscriptions, we wouldn't be able to add the William Allen White titles. So subscriptions are listed here, and you can see which ones are current. We can check on usage, how many copies we have of each, and when they expire. We can also go to circulation reports. So circulation reports allow you to look at checkouts, any holds and requests, and you can also select all. So if you have any questions, be sure to shoot me an email at sarah.mitchell@mackin.com. Take care, everyone.